Okay, so Rach, this is your first after party to a podcast episode.
Maybe. I think we did an after party
We may have.
in my office years ago.
We probably did.
She hasn't done a campy.
I haven't done a campfire.
We haven't done a campfire chat. So basically, we are recording this in a different location than the live Fincon set. We're still up here at Fincon. And I think the reason why I wanted to tell this story is, one, it's pretty juicy. It's a bit wild. And secondly, when I put on my personal Insta account that I got the visa to the US, there was lots of questions. So I need to swing back around and answer that. So everyone's like, oh, what VGA, what you like? Lots of interest. So I think we should start with...
So 8 people reached out and said, are you okay?
A little more than 8, John. A little more. 9.
So how? Let's go back to the start.
Yeah, so we'll go back to the start. John and Rach and anyone who usually comes up to the US does not need a visa.
No.
You do the ESTA, which is a visa waiver program, right?
Yes.
And you can't earn money on that. And because I usually get an ESTA, but this year at Fincon, just with all the crazy stuff you hear on the news about the borders and all that stuff, because I'm hosting one of the sessions today that both of you will miss, they're paying me, right?
In kind.
In kind. So I thought, I don't want to get to the border and get questioned, and then they open up the website and see me on the website and all that and turn me around. So I thought, I'm going to get an actual visa just to have the certainty to make sure there's no drama.
Is there a major cost in that?
$130 or something.
Okay.
It's not huge. By the time you pay the DHL costs to get the passport there and back and all that, under $200 probably.
Okay.
So I applied for a B1/B2 visa, which is similar to the ESTA, but it gives you a longer time here.
Yeah.
And you can't actually, quote unquote, earn money with that visa. So the way that the conference effectively are paying me is they're paying for my conference ticket. They are giving me a stipend. They're calling it a stipend to cover expenses.
Yeah.
A what?
A stipend.
What's a stipend?
Okay, Google that in your own time. Like a
covering costs.
Small payment to
small
cover
fee
costs,
to cover costs.
incidentals.
It's not meant to make profit. It's meant to cover
It's
costs.
just cover costs.
A lot of
Small-
entertainers, speakers sometimes.
Gotcha.
So I'm getting a stipend, hotel room, ticket, basically. And I'm like, all right, I just want to do this right way. So I applied. I did, and it's very confusing. I think next time I would recommend to anyone who wants to get a visa for the US, just go to an immigration lawyer and just pay and get it sorted out correctly. Anyway, so I did that. I qualified for an interview waiver at the embassy or the consulate in Sydney, sent the passport down, and then I got an email a week later saying my visa's been declined. I'm like, are you flipping serious? And that's a month out from coming here. I had to book an interview, so I went down, booked an interview, and I think the reason they declined it was I had lost a passport in the past. They'll just ask me lots of questions about the lost passport.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah, so that's why so I went in, and then he said to me, well, what do you need a visa for? I'm like, look, I'm going to this conference. They're not, quote unquote, paying me, but they're covering my expenses with a stipend. He's like, yep, all good. He goes, there you go, your visa's been approved. You'll get the passport back in a week. So I got the passport back 5 days before we flew out with the visa in it, which was awesome. I'm like, sweet. Get up to the States. Oh, and just so part of this saga fun story, it's some information. When we were checking in, so I bought Luke's ticket and Rach did the same via Qantas Sydney Portland return in the one ticket. I booked an my round the world ticket and booked my internals separately.
Yeah.
So I just added on the LA to Portland ticket separately.
Yeah.
And we're all on the same flight, Luke, Rach, and I. So when we were checking in, and because Luke had 2 bags, one for his gear, the guy in Sydney's like, oh, I can put Luke's bag all the way through to Portland, but I can't do yours because you're not on it's a separate ticket. He's like, look, I'll go and chat. This is the Qantas guy. I'll chat to the supervisor to see if I can actually just do it. So what happened was he did Luke's 2 bags and my bags on my ticket in my name. So Luke theoretically didn't have luggage.
Yeah.
Glenn had 3 bags. And which is fine, right?
Huh?
So if you've been to LA, you get off, you got to collect your bag. If you're connecting, you turn right at the exit, put the bag in, recheck it, and then you don't have to carry your bag to the terminal and check it into the terminal.
Yeah.
So that's a piece of information that's pertinent to this saga.
It is pertinent.
Right. And I've almost lost my voice. So that's why.
You present in a few hours.
Yeah. And you leave in a few hours, both of you. So.
I don't think we'll be done by then.
No. I'm dragging this out.
Story. I've already
this
missed my
out.
flight.
Yeah. Anyway, we get to LA. 3 of us. We stood in the line for 2 hours.
It was at least 2 hours.
It was at least 2 hours. Maybe it was just ridiculous. Usually it doesn't take me that long because I usually get off the plane first and don't have to wait for 300 people to walk past me.
Because when you're in 1A.
Yeah, so I had
You
to
had to wait for us cattle class people.
Yeah, I had to wait for these guys. And anyway, 2 hours. Got to the booth. The guy's like, why did you get a visa? And I'm like, oh, because I'm going to a conference. They're paying me a stipend. So I thought I would get this just so there was certainty before I came here. He's like, oh, he's looking. So, I need someone else to look at this. Oh, okay, sweet. And Rach and Luke had been through, and then he walks me over to this room in the corner. And I had this idea. I just knew that if you get interviewed there, it could be 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah.
Like I already knew that. And that's why I said to Rach and Luke, and they probably didn't. It was just all happened so fast. I'm just like, just go, leave me, save yourselves. Like, just go to Portland. I'll see you tomorrow.
You got to think, we planned to have 4 hours at the airport.
Yeah.
We're already 2 hours in at
so
this
you only
point.
Yeah,
two
so
to
we
go.
like
You'd
have
have to
40
board.
minutes
Yeah.
to go on board.
Yeah.
So I'm like, just save yourselves, guys. See you in Portland. Go.
So the
So-
bags,
We'll get to that. You're going to love it.
right.
I go into this room. On the front door says no electronic devices. You go into this room and it's like a doctor's surgery. A couple of TVs playing. They take the security officer gives your passport to the other officer at the desk. They then give it to someone else and it goes in the little back section. There's some kiosks with glass. And on the back wall, there's a heap of Perspex slots. And they've got all these different passports there. And there's about 30 people in the room
Awesome.
waiting.
Wow.
Now, at that time, there was one person working in the 7 booths that were there.
Oh.
One was open.
Wow.
And I literally did the math. I was like, she's been over there for 15 minutes. There's one person. There's 30 people. I'm strapping in for the long term.
Buckle up.
Now, it was so savage. And I said to the person at the front desk, I'm like, oh, can you let me know how long I'm likely to be here? Because that's what everyone asks. Don't know, sit down. Could be fast, could be slow.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Anyone who took their phone out of their bag or their pocket, there was border security, put your phone away, like yelling at
Really?
people. They would not let you communicate with anyone outside that room.
Oh, wow.
There were grown men crying. There was a grown man who was crying because his wife and kid was downstairs and they wouldn't let him communicate with them.
That's a scary position to be
Yes.
in.
Yeah.
It was
At least you're all speaking the same language.
well, but there was other people there where
Yeah.
English wasn't their first language.
Yeah.
You just could not imagine. And everyone's look on everyone's faces was just this stress.
Yeah.
like everyone's sitting there.
Yeah, because you're
freaking
thinking
out
the worst.
'cause no one's told you anything.
No.
In my mind, I'm like, am I going to Gitmo? Like, is this it? I'm going to some gulag in
Guantanamo Bay.
Guatemala. Like, it's crazy. And I was, an hour had passed and there were still people that I'd seen when I walked in, and people were coming and going faster, and maybe little small issues, they'll just call them over and give them their passport and they'd go. And I'm like, crap, like, what the hell? Why am I still here? And then 2 hours after sitting there, like, people would come in and ask, oh, where, you know, how long will I be here? Don't know, it could be 6 hours. Just sit down. Like,
I've got a connecting flight.
yeah, they don't care. And they said, this guy's like, you got bigger problems. We don't know if you're allowed into the USA yet. Like,
Yeah.
it's just this like thing of like power tripping
Power,
from a like low paid person with power who's a piece of crap. Few of them. They've got this thing where border security, got to be probably tight and mean anyway.
Which you get.
Yeah. And then there's this other layer of, you know, potentially a Trump White House putting the screws on him. Like, so it was just the worst experience. And then 2 hours into it, I'm like, oh, far out. Like, everyone that I see, they've gone. Like, it's a new batch of people here. And then I went up and, like, my phone's ringing in my pocket. You tried to call. I just had to.
About 27 times.
Yeah, and then, so what happened, the airline representatives would come up. So someone would come up, oh, who came in from Japan on, you know, JAL? Like, yeah, we got your bag. It's just out the front door. So they just move them from the carousels. So this guy came up from, like, the Qantas. He's like, oh, anyone here, QF11 from Sydney? I'm like, yep. He goes, oh, I'll go and grab your bag. He goes, have you got business colleagues downstairs? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, can you tell them to just leave my bag, bring it up, and just go to Portland? He's like, yep, no worries. Anyway, so he goes down. Did you see him a second time?
No, so I saw him. I sent him up,
Yes.
but I didn't. I was gone with your bag by the time I never saw that man
That's
again.
right. And this is like, so this is where I was trying not to freak out. So he came up like 5 minutes later. He's like, I can't find them and I can't see your bag anywhere.
Oh, no.
Now, this is where the bag story comes in.
Right.
I'm thinking, if I get back, like, if they don't let me in, I'm going back to Sydney.
Yeah. With 3 bags.
No. Potentially with no bags because they've checked the bags to Portland.
But aren't they sitting by the carousel?
No.
No, Luke and I took all the bags.
So they took all the bags
But where are you at this stage?
downstairs at the carousel.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I was thinking, what if we need to move our bags
Yeah.
from one place to another? So I thought the best course of action is to take Glenn's bag.
Yeah.
He either runs onto this flight,
Yeah.
but he can't do it with a bag if he has to check a bag because that's
No.
the first thing that closes, or potentially he gets a later flight, but Luke and I would already
Bag.
be
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Portland with
Yeah.
all the bags.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, this is where my anxiety was going through the roof because I knew how the system and the world works when it comes to airlines and bags because I'm a plane nerd.
Yeah.
And I've almost been screwed before with bags and stuff. So he comes back up and says, I can't see them. I can't see any bags. I think they may have checked the bags and gone. So I'm thinking, if I get turned away and have to go back to Australia, my bag is going to be in Portland and I'm going back with my backpack. So that was the one thing.
Yeah.
The second thing, the bags, remember, are checked in under Glen James.
Yeah.
Rach and Luke are on the plane. If Glen isn't boarded
Yeah.
and his bags are on the plane, they will take the bags off the plane because the passenger isn't there.
Yeah.
So they're in Portland. Luke's 2 bags and my bags don't get on the plane.
Yeah. And you,
And then
you could
I'm
be
in
off to
Sydney
Sydney.
and there's 3 bags left in LA.
Yeah.
That's what was going through my mind.
Yeah. We had enough time to think about that.
I had plenty of
Lots
time.
of time.
Scenarios.
And then I was thinking, how does it work? Do they let me have a computer to book a seat or do they have some arrangement
Yeah.
with the airlines?
That's what I was thinking.
It's like, oh, we've got this Aussie, we've got an arrangement with Qantas or American. They just get given an economy seat back down, like next flight out.
Yeah.
Economy.
Like,
Yeah, and I was
like a
freaking.
criminal.
Yeah, and I was
You were freaking out
I'm
about
like,
going economy.
yeah, I'm like, I don't want to go back. Can I pay for business? I don't care. Like, I don't want to be, because it literally just got off a flight. I'm like, if I had to go back, cram between two people, I would be so sad.
Yeah.
No
That's it.
luggage.
There's only one seat left, and it's right
it's
next to the toilet.
Yeah, that's right. So anyway, they called Glen James. So I came up, and thankfully there was this girl, she's probably in her 30s, like really kind. Hey, how are you? She's like, so tell me about this visa. And I said, hey, I'm going to a conference. I got an invite. She goes, yeah, I've got it up. And she's like, oh, nice jacket. They had the Fincon website up.
Ooh.
I was on the front page of the website.
That velvet jacket?
The velvet
Yeah,
jacket.
I like
They're
that
like, oh, nice jacket. I'm like, okay. I said, now, the reason I got this is because I just wanted some certainty that I had issued a visa after I'd told them they are paying me a stipend. It's not a fee that I'm charging. It's to cover costs. They're reimbursing my badge, my ticket, because I'd already planned to go to the conference.
Yeah.
And they have given me the hotel room or something. And she's like, okay, cool. She's writing all these notes. And she goes, look, the B1, B2 visa, you actually can't receive anything. You can't get gifted in kind.
Which is the visa you've got.
Yeah. And I said, I literally told the guy at the Sydney consulate that I'm receiving a stipend to cover expenses.
Yeah.
And this is where I knew how to win friends and influence people. I think I knew I was on the right track here. She's like, well, I'm looking at the notes here. The guy in Sydney's written that you weren't receiving anything. I said, I told the guy I'm getting a stipend. And I'm like, he probably didn't know what stipend meant.
Who knows what a stipend
Like John.
Yeah,
and she's
who
like,
would?
yeah, they're idiots down at that consulate. Like, just like, because
She
she's got
said
the
that?
control. Yeah, she's like, oh, they're idiots. Like, and I'm like,
And that can also go the other way if you get the wrong person.
and that's right.
That could have gone very differently.
Like, what if I couldn't speak the language? What if it was a
Yeah.
different person
Yeah.
who had a point to prove? So she's writing all this stuff down. And I said to her, look, I'm here a week. For me, it's not about the money. I was already planning to go. She goes, yeah, I think I can see that you're already going anyway. I said, I've got the CEO of the conference's email. I'm happy to write an email now. We can call Jess. We can say that I'm not receiving any money. Don't pay me. It's not about the money. Like, trust me. And she goes, all right. So I was writing. She goes, look, I need to go and talk to a supervisor. I can't make this call because at the moment you don't actually have a visa to go into the US.
So you're still stressing at this
Oh,
stage.
mate, like, because it's not only like just going home. Remember, next week or tomorrow, I'm going to New York, then London, Paris, Spain, back to London. And I'm like, if I get turned around, like, I'm throwing so much money. Like, it's just the debacle, the whole thing.
Yeah, there's no refunds.
And she's like, based on you probably need to get an O visa or something like this. And she goes, anyway, so she went over and she was gone like 15 minutes and there's just no sense of urgency. Like, you noticed that at borders, like no sense of urgency.
So has time passed where you've missed a flight now?
Yeah, we'll get to that. But
Yeah, I'm just wary of the time, that's all.
yeah.
We don't want to miss our flight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Speaking
That's
of
right.
flights.
Yeah, that's right. So effectively, she goes, look, we'll talk to the supervisor. We actually think Sydney shouldn't have issued this visa to you. So because of that, and because you'd already planned to come, we're going to let you through. And I'm like, oh, thank you so much. And she said, look, I'm making notes on the system here. But she says, you just can't mess around with this. Like, it was literally a miracle that I got someone who was kind-hearted, who was nice, who wasn't on this power trip.
Yeah. And you didn't
And
look
you
like...
can genuinely see that you
Yeah.
tried to do the right thing, which I
Yeah.
think is important in those circumstances.
Yeah, and so that was kind of like, all right, thank you. So she stamped the passport. She goes, I've just made a note because if you come back and it's not, they will turn you around.
Yeah.
Like straight up. So that was kind of then. Anyway, that's part one of the saga. and this is where I want people to understand a bit about travel and how the system works. Because I go downstairs, Rachel's like, yeah, we missed our flight.
We missed our flight because we had planned to get it. We just missed it
Oh,
separately.
so you could have got on it.
We could have got on it. We should have got on it. But we ran to the gate as they were closing.
Oh, no.
So really, all of our bags,
Yeah.
Glen's, Luke's and mine, are now on this flight that none of us are on.
Oh, jeez.
I thought bonus, now we can fly with Glen.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I thought you didn't even get up to the gate. I thought you just went, oh, we're not going to have
And
time, check the bag.
They didn't see you running. They did. And they said, no.
They're like, I've closed this now.
Oh, wow.
So anyway, Rachel texted.
30 seconds.
Yeah, she's like, oh, she's all these messages from Rage. And at this point, I thought she still had the bags.
So the bags are on the plane.
But
Wouldn't they, if you weren't on the plane, same thing, bags underneath, they should have come off.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I thought. I don't know.
Oh, the woman that we spoke to at the gate, I explained what happened, and she was really lovely. She just gave Luke and I tickets to the next
She
flight.
wasn't lovely enough to get you on the plane.
It was. She didn't have that authority because
Right.
she closed the door. So she said, "I'll get you both on the next flight." I said, "Oh, can we change Glenn's to this flight as well?" She goes, "He'll have to do that himself."
Yeah.
But I can. She knew. She goes, "The bags will be there when you get there."
Right, okay.
So anyway, I get out of the airport. I go to the Alaskan Air counter because Rachel's like, yeah, they just put on the next flight. It's easy. I'm like, all right, sweet. Now, remember in Sydney, he had to, and because in Sydney, he's like, you'll have to get your Alaskan Air boarding pass from the website
Yeah.
or Alaskan when you get there
Yeah, okay.
because he overrode the system.
Seems straightforward.
Yes.
So you didn't have your boarding pass. Because we had our Alaskan boarding pass already.
That's right, where I didn't because
Yeah.
mine wasn't on the same ticket.
Yeah.
Do you need to pause something? Are you all right?
The batteries have gone flat.
This is the art of turning a big story.
Hey, you can drag anything out if you want.
Yeah, we will. We'll put let's put another marker in here and we'll be back right after this. Okay. So I get to the counter and I'm like, hey, I've got held up in immigration. They gave me a little note.
Yeah.
Like a late note for
Late
school.
note saying
Glenn
he
was
held
in
up.
immigration.
Here's how you get out. Then I said, can I please change my flight to the 9:15 flight? My colleagues are on that. And they're like, we can't log in and change your flight. You've got to go back to where you booked it,
Oh, no.
which is with Qantas. Then I'm like, here we go.
No.
So I'm like, okay, great. And then I remembered, friends, I booked the flight from LA to Portland with Qantas points. Now, I've been almost caught out from this before, but if you book a flight with Qantas points and you miss the flight,
Yeah, no refunds.
well, you could, but the thing is, if the next flight doesn't have any spare reward seats, you're not getting on it. So I called Qantas. I'm like, blah, 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 and they're like, yeah, there's no reward seats on the 9:15 flight. You're going to have to pay. And I'm like, and I was like, all right, well, I've got you on the phone. I will, can I just get a refund of my points? Like my 36,000 points. It's like, oh yeah, well, no, we've actually got to cancel it. And there's a 6,000 point cancellation fee. I'm like, nah. And I'm like, I'm literally at the airport. I've got evidence. And she's like, can you email the ticket to get the 6,000, like, so we can do it? Or can we talk to an Alaskan representative? So I go over to Peter, like, Peter, can you talk to this lady from Qantas? He tells her, and she's still like, yeah, we're still going to need proof. I'm like, I can email it, but I'm on my laptop. The tethering isn't working because I've got the dual SIM in.
Yeah.
And because I was on the phone to her with the Australian voice line, the data SIM wasn't working. And Rachel's like texting me, oh, it's just really easy. They'll just change it over.
About 117
Yeah.
texts.
Yeah. So it's just easy. They'll do it. And I'll just write back, it's complicated. Like, and then,
Why is this so hard for you, Glenn?
so,
You need a female to do that.
I was about to walk down.
Yeah.
yeah. And then I couldn't even go up and sit up with them and organise the flight because
Nah.
you need the board pass to get through security.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just said to the Qantas lady, I'm like, look, can you please just do it? I'm having a really hard time. And it's only 6,000 points. She's like, yeah, right.
I'm about
I'll
to cry
do it.
like that other guy.
Yeah. I'm like, look, can you just do it? Help me out. And then I had to pay a one-way ticket from LA to Portland on your flight. It was $400 US.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You weren't
Yeah.
ready to talk about that on Monday.
No, that's right. So when I finally got it sorted, and the funniest thing, this is the first time this has ever happened to me. Go through the screening thing,
Went
and
off.
I look at the little computer and the little like person with the outline. There's these red squares right in my crutch. I'm like, what the hell? And the guy's like, hey, I need to
Can I
pat
feel
you
your
down.
crutch?
He's like, I need to pat you down in some sensitive areas. Would you like to go over somewhere private, or are you happy to do it here? I'm like, look, I'm happy to do it here. Just no eye contact. Like, and,
Just don't hold too long.
yeah. And then he's like, all right, stand with your legs this way, and he's
Yeah.
like up the thigh and like
Yeah.
palm down the like, and it was just like, oh my gosh, could this? Anyway, so they're at the bar, and I walked up. I'm like, I just need a shower in the
You
lounge.
violated.
Like, I just need a shower. I
Your
walked up, and I
face.
almost was like to them. They were like, how'd you go? And I was like, put my hand out, like, I can't explain what's just happened over the last 3 hours.
So let's date stamp this. So it's been 3 hours, has it?
Yeah, we
Like,
haven't seen each other
You
for
thought
3 hours.
nearly 6, but it's been halved. It's only taken you 3.
Well, no, because we were both in line for like 2 hours and 15 minutes. Then we got separated.
Yeah, but you were apart for 3 hours.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, but Luke and I've managed to get some food,
Which is a long
and
time
didn't
in
go
the
through the
airport.
same
And-
experience as Glen.
And missed the flight.
Yeah. And then I'm like, what are you guys doing here? And I'm saying to Luke, like, look, number one rule with traveling, you never separate a bag from a person because
Yeah.
stuff happens. And then they're like, oh, the bags are in Portland. Oh, no. So they said, no, the bags are checked. I'm like, oh, sweet. I didn't
On
know
the
the
previous
bags were
flight.
actually in Portland waiting. I'm like, far out. If that went sideways. So
Yeah,
it
just
was.
rolling around the carousel. When did you get into it?
Oh, mate.
They've gone to some desk at midnight. We just
Oh, wow.
It was just like, yeah, so you always keep bags with people.
Yeah.
noted.
And it's probably more of a, if you've got connecting flights internationally and you're using points, you might get screwed. Because it happened to me once when I was leaving the States with a return business class flight with points. I missed the flight, and the only way I could change it, luckily, the next day, there was reward seats for business with American Air, not Qantas.
Right.
If not, I would have had to pay for a ticket.
Yeah.
So reward
dicey.
points are good for flying until you get delayed and you got to pay.
So did you and Luke have to buy another ticket?
no, she just changed ours over, no cost,
No
no
fee.
stress.
Wow.
Just
was
sorry you
nice
missed
of her.
this.
And,
Let's just
and
put
that's
you on
kind of
the
like
next one.
also
Jetstar wouldn't have done that.
No.
a lesson, you know, the only reason I didn't have the full flight because I booked my round the world ticket in one with the travel agent. I'm like, I'll just do the internals myself.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Logistics, huh?
yeah.
And when we got here,
Sorry,
we did arrive
and we did
Yeah.
arrive
Yeah.
all together.
all together.
Yeah, no, it's
We're pretty much done now anyway, Luke. But yeah, it was it just was the most inhumane experience I've had.
yeah. Oh, look, you would have been stressed out of your brain, as
Actually,
would most people.
Well, to be honest, the new Glen, after all the work I've done like in the last couple of years, I actually wasn't that stressed
yeah, okay.
because I'm like, I can't actually control this.
yeah,
Like
No.
it would not matter if, think of the most famous Australian person that you know, like insert, you could be the most popular rich person ever, but no one knows who you are there and no one cares.
No.
So nothing matters.
no,
Like it actually, so I'm like, well, I can't control this.
no.
I'm not getting worked up and anxious and stressed based on literally something I can't control. So I was just kind of sitting there breathing and doing some mindfulness.
Meditating.
Box
yeah.
breathing.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
just doing that. And
Deep breaths.
it was
But,
just really, and then on the news, they had like, because the news was playing, They're like, yeah, Trump's turned up ICE agents in LA again, and there was like ICE arrests on the news, and I'm sitting here, and for the smallest percentage of a situation, you could not imagine a family who maybe the husband or wife goes to work that day and doesn't come home because they're being scooped up. Like this is literally a room, not allowed any phones, any electronics.
No.
They check you before you go to the bathroom, make sure you don't have your phone in your pocket. Mate, put it up. They yell at you if you had your phone. Yeah. Can I just go and... Nah. Literally, they couldn't stop me getting messages with the bad guy.
Yeah.
And that was the only way.
Detained,
and I think it probably goes to, particularly if you are traveling in a group like this situation, maybe have a bit of a plan at any airport, any country. All right, what's the strategy if one of us gets held up?
Yeah.
Is everyone waiting 6-7 hours or leave the person? I don't know. But it was such an anomaly for the thousands of people there. There was, maybe the 2 hours that I was in that room, of the thousands of people that got in, there was probably only 60 people, 70 people. So very low percentage.
I have one question.
Yeah.
Did the stipend cover all of your time?
No.
Because I think about that.
Yeah.
Is it stipend?
Stipend.
I'm thinking about stipend and all of this. It would have been much better at the start just to be like, no.
Well, I should have pretty much just said I'm here for a conference. And that was the circular thing. If you got someone who's got a bit cute, like, oh, what conference? Pull up the website. Oh, you're on the front page. You're getting paid, are you?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I'm just a volunteer in this world. I give...
Like, probably should have done that.
Yeah.
But
I mean, as you said, you the 1% chance where someone asks you and it's, they dig deeper.
Well, I just wanted the certainty before.
Yeah.
Just
and in the end, it became very uncertain.
Yeah. Well, I was,
And when I arrived in LA, this is the other thing, Amy's messaged me, because I obviously was on the plane, didn't have message on it. She's like, did you get through customs? I'm like, well, no, not yet. I'm like, why? She goes, well, Glenn just got detained. I'm like, hang on a minute.
'Cause I put a
and then
story
you
up.
messaged me saying, did your flight get cancelled? I'm like, what's going on here? So I'm sitting there thinking the same thing. I'm going to be detained as well. And then I thought, no, Glenn's visa wasn't my visa. So anyway.
No, the only reason, because I sent you the email with all our flights, which was QF11. And then when we're at the airport, I'm like, oh, John's at the airport. Then I was like, oh, I'll just see, Googled QF11. And it said cancelled. I'm like, don't tell me his flight's being cancelled, but you're on the American. Yeah. So anyway.
Which I thought I was on Qantas, but old code.
So there you go.
All right.
I don't think if you're a tourist coming up here, it's probably fine. It was just, I just thought it's not technically paid because it's a reimbursement.
Well, if old mate in Sydney had some competence about him...
Well, they would have just... Yeah, that was the thing. They said Sydney made an error, so we're going to let you through. Yeah. But I think next time, I might even need to see an immigration lawyer about next time if I'm going to get paid up here, because I'll come back next year and who knows. Anyway, you've been real friends. Have you guys had a good week?
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah. It's been really different.
Yeah.
Where is it next year?
Don't know yet. I do know it's on the West Coast. So it'll be
California.
LA, California maybe. Maybe San Fran.
Having missed one flight this week already, I'm going to hightail it out of here and make sure I make my flight now.
Yes,
I need to give you stuff for your bag. Are you leaving now? Right now? 12?
Soon. I haven't packed yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm not.
I might give...
I'm going to get there early.
What time are you leaving?
I'll leave here about 3.
Okay.
3:30.
I might... Because I've got to go to I've got my call times at 3:30, so I might give one of you some stuff to put in my bag. To put in your bag. All right, bye. Hey, it's Glenn here. Thank you so much for watching today's video. You made it to the end. Can I ask a favor? Can you hit that like button and maybe hit subscribe if you want to get notified when we release further videos just like this one, whether you watch the Money, Money, Money podcast or Retire Right. And remember, if you want to learn more about investing, I've got an investing book, The Quick Start Guide to Investing, And there's a link in the description to get your hands on a copy. Thank you so much. Bye.